What's up, guys? Welcome back to So Many Parks, So Little Time, or as I like to call it, Smitten Aphrodisiac Plant. Please forgive the sunglasses, but the sun is
currently trying to kill everybody.
So today we are at Tropic Falls at the OWA in Foley, Alabama. Now this is an interesting park in that I know actually very, very little about it. It opened up a couple of years ago. It sort of came out of nowhere. It just sort of was announced and then it was built and then it opened and there wasn't really much enthusiast fanfare from it. However, this park was able to rise as quickly as it did because it got a massive ride package from Zamperla. They got a couple of flat rides, a couple of coasters, including a Zamperla Thunderbolt model. It's the exact same one as one at Luna Park in Coney Island. So it's actually one of the few thrill coasters left in the US that I still need to get, so I'm actually pretty excited to try it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving this park a look, checking it out for the first time, and sharing my thoughts and some footage with you all. So yeah, let's go check out Tropic Falls at OWA. So, along with the theme park, OWA is basically this massive complex of shops, restaurants, and all kinds of entertainment. In a sense, it's kind of like City Walk or the Pavilion at Myrtle Beach. And like I said, this place just sort of popped out of nowhere. It's really cool to see it. Rollin Thunder was a lot of fun. Now, I had previously ridden Thunderbolt at Luna Park. I first rode it about like 9 years ago, I believe. It was opening year, and it did not track well at all. It was very forceful, had lots of airtime, but man, it shook really, really bad. This one, it's definitely a much, much more improved version of the Thunderbolt ride that I got 9 years ago. Yeah, there's a little bit of a shuffle, but I found that if you lean forward a little bit, then there's no pain at all. And then, yeah, just the overall tracking is so much better. And that's a really good thing, because this is actually a very, very forceful ride, both in the positive G's and the negative G's. At the bottom of the inversions, you just get squashed into your seat. At the top of the vertical loop, you get some excellent hang time. And then, my goodness, the air time. At the very apex of that far element on that, and you actually get some upside down airtime. It's so, so weird. And then the return bunny hills, they weren't quite as strong as the ones on Thunderbolt. In fact, there's a really nasty trim that sort of slams your gut into the restraint. But yeah, the airtime is still really, really powerful. I will say though, the train design, the seat design, still not my favorite. It's a very awkward sitting position, and the restraints are not the most comfortable. But overall, it was just a very, very fun ride, and definitely worth the trek out to Tropic Falls. So Crazy Mouse is a rather odd Zamperla twister coaster. It's one of their smaller models, so it feels a little on the shorter side. At the same time though, I got some pretty decent spinning. That being, I got a couple really decent spins, and then it would stop spinning for a moment, then it would spin really fast again, and then it would stop again. So it was a very mixed bag, but still a pretty fun ride. Also, it very much feels like this roller coaster was designed in Roller Coaster Tycoon. Look at how straight some of these drops are. Alright, gonna check out this dark ride, which I know nothing about. Oh, sweet air conditioning.
And drive them out. Are you ready for the challenge? Good, good. Aim your blaster at the lighted targets. And keep a special watch out for Mustafa, leader of the Boostly gang. My new Ghost Tracker vehicle will help protect you. And if you get the day's high score, you will be honored as a true Ghost Blaster.
Dude, that was a lot of fun. Gonna hang out a little bit in here to enjoy the air conditioning a bit more, but that was a fun little dark ride. I will say the guns are very, very finicky. There is very little room for error. You have to hit the target dead on or it doesn't count. However, this ride, it uses a mix of both modern effects as well as some very classic gags. Definitely had a bit of the spirit of a very classic dark ride, along with your usual shooting dark ride gags. So overall, while it may not be one of my favorite dark rides, it definitely has the spirit. No pun intended, though now that I think about it, pun intended. So, Wave Rider was pretty darn good. I keep on forgetting just how much fun those things are. No, I do not count them as roller coaster credits, but doesn't mean I won't ride them. So not only does Alabama Whamma have an awesome name, but it felt really, really nice in this heat. Had a very nice breeze going, that's for sure. So unfortunately, Rollin Thunder has not operated since, well, that. So I figured I'd sort of walk around the park and show you what else is here. Show you what the park looks like. I may not do one quick lapse anymore, but I'll at least give you a lay of the land just to give you a sort of rough idea. It's pretty cool how Rollin Thunder just spans the entire length of the park. The front of the park is right there, and the back of the park is right where the station for Rollin Thunder is. And then I love these fountains lined up along the roller coaster, but man, I so wish that I could just dunk my head in there right now. Very small kiddie section, only 4 rides here, including one of the 3 roller coasters. It's an okay coaster, but I feel like I've ridden a bunch of those very small Zamperla gravity coasters at this point. One issue with this park is that there's not a whole lot of shade on the midway, but what I do like is that there are places where shade's available. Like, you got this canopy right here. You've got this shelter along here with misters spraying. It's very, very good to get out of the heat. Also, they sell Dole Whip here. That is awesome. Another sort of kiddie section with some very nice little family-friendly attractions. This really is a very good park where parents can take their kids to and have a couple hours of fun before, you know, hitting the beach. Again, most of these rides are supplied by Zamperla. They even have rotating ride operations. Everything also looks very fresh, which makes sense considering it's a fairly new park. So everything is bright and colorful. I like it. Got a little car ride. There are a bunch of rides that are not operating. I don't know if it's because they're on rotating ride ops, but it does seem to be a pattern with some of the rides here. Unfortunately, it looks like there's nothing going on at Rollin Thunder. which is a shame, but I am glad that I got my ride on it. Honestly, while this park doesn't feel like it's in any rush to expand, they do have lots of land back here, so if they really wanted to, they could probably expand the theme park. However, like I said, it looks like their ambitions are not very vast, but then again, it did feel like they were putting all of their effort and money into opening their indoor water park, so who knows, maybe now that that's open, they can focus more on the dry park again. Once again, just a sort of giant sea of concrete. While it does make for some nice open views of the coaster, it is extremely hot out here. But like I said, I am at least grateful that they have places where you can retreat to get out of the heat. A couple more Zamperla rides over that way. One thing I do like is how you can cut through the coaster, so you don't have to go all the way around it if you want to go from one side of the park to the other. It's a very simple park to navigate. And then as we make it back to this end of the park, this is sort of where all the other thrill rides are. You got a Twister, which is your Zamperla Discovery. Man, I really love these smaller models that go all the way over the top. Really fun rides. You also have a Crazy Mouse, a sort of midway between the Kiddie Coaster and Rollin Thunder. While there are pretty significant gaps between the Kiddie Coaster to Crazy Mouse and then Crazy Mouse to Rollin Thunder, at least there is a sense of progression. And of course, Alabama Whamma, which is their Enterprise type ride, also by Zamperla. And then of course Mystic Mansion, their dark ride. And then the entrance to the indoor water park is right over there. So new for this park is the indoor water park, which I suspect is going to be sort of the main selling point for OWA. I'm not visiting today, but considering it's a really, really hot day, not surprising that it's totally busy, and that's where all the people are right now. And so that was a look around Tropic Falls at OWA. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna dunk my head into this fountain. Got myself a much needed Dole Whip, but I have to eat it quick because otherwise it's going to turn into a puddle really fast. Yeah, this is soup. This is Dole Whip soup. So along with Rollin Thunder, unfortunately the Starflyer as well as the Air Race are closed, which is a shame because I think those three rides, if they'd all be open, would certainly make this park stand out a lot more. And then of course you got a gift shop. I love the t-shirt with the entire park map on it. It's really cool. So I'm gonna take a quick look around the rest of OWA, see what else this place has to offer. It really does kind of remind me of the pavilion. The Gulf of Mexico is still a ways away, but you can still feel a nice breeze coming off of it. That ain't the most Alabama place here in OWA. It really is like the pavilion. They got the butter restaurant here. Okay, before wrapping up the OWA video, making a quick stop at the track Gulf Shores. So last year we went to the track location at Myrtle Beach, and they had a roller coaster there. And just like the one at Myrtle Beach, there is a roller coaster here too, so we're gonna go ride it. Wait a minute. The roller coaster at the track Myrtle Beach, that was an SBF Visa spinner. Does that mean that, why do I do this to myself? I got 13 laps on this thing. I hate everything, including myself. I will say though, this to the track has a lot more things for people to do than the one at Myrtle Beach. Heck, this one even has a sky coaster here. For real though, I do like this track location a lot better than the Myrtle Beach one. These go-karts, I'm not doing them today, but they look like a lot of fun. It also looks like this property is bigger than the Myrtle Beach one. So yeah, it'd be cool if they got like, I don't know, a real roller coaster at some point. So that was Tropic Falls at OWA. I'll start by saying I did have a really fun day here today. At the same time though, this park kind of feels almost like a placeholder. While it's very bright and colorful, it doesn't have that much character in my opinion. It sort of feels like as they were building up this entertainment complex, they just needed an amusement park, so they just bought a whole bunch of rides from Zamperla and just plopped them down into this empty space without that much thought. In that sense, I do think the park could use a little bit of work in that department, sort of making it stand out from all the other parks out there. But at the same time, what they got here is fun. Rollin Thunder, like I said, very, very fun ride. And then a bunch of the other Zamperla rides here really complement each other well. Zamperla has really perfected their sort of flat ride arrangement, and you can have a whole bunch of them in a park and none of them feel too old or too repetitive. I do feel like this park could use another roller coaster, be it from Zamperla or somebody else. Who knows if they get a Top Thrill Dragster clone here. Never gonna happen, but that'd be funny, wouldn't it? And then yeah, like I said, this park has a lot of room for expansion, and I really hope that now that their indoor water park is complete, they can put more attention and money into the dry park. If you're coming here for both the water park and the dry park, it is a little bit on the pricey side. I cannot vouch for the water park, but if you just get a theme park ticket, I believe it was only like $24 online. That's perfectly acceptable for all the rides that you get at this park. So overall, had a blast here. Really good park for Alabama. So anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.